2 days of practice thus far. Have another one this afternoon, obviously, and our kids are in the right frame of mind. We're working very hard. We're excited to play a home game here. We need to play well in front of our. We need to play well anyway, but we need to play well in front of our fans, and we're certainly having a good week.
First question is from Andrew Hutchinson of Best of Arkansas Sport.
Yeah, Sam, you kind of touched on it there in your opening, but I was just curious, through the first couple of days of practice, do you get do you feel like there's a sense of urgency from the team? Do you get the right kind of vibes that you're looking for from practice?
Yeah, I think obviously Monday, what happened to us last Saturday has really never happened to us since I've been here, and so obviously you're concerned about how to handle the team, how they're going to come in, and to be honest with you, we were embarrassed, myself, the staff, the kids, and I wanted them to feel that way as well, and that we've got a lot of work to do and to fix it, and they certainly did, and exactly what I thought they would do and how they reacted to our situation, and so yeah, it's been good. The urgency of everything has been good, and I'm proud of how they bounced back for the first 2 practices.
And you mentioned Kutas would do a little bit of stuff in practice. I'm curious what you've seen from him and what your feeling is of maybe his status for this weekend.
Well, my hope, obviously, is that he'll be available. My feeling is that he probably won't, to be perfectly honest with you. But he's moving so much better than he did last week, and so we're going to keep that hope alive. He's obviously getting his rehab work done. He is moving at practice, doing some things, doing some indie. We'll just have to wait and see, but he's much further this week than he was a week ago.
Thanks, Coach.
Next question is from Chip Towers of the AJC.
Hey, Sam, how you doing?
Good, Chip. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah. Hey, I wanted to get your thoughts on, obviously Georgia and Alabama are going to be playing in the SEC championship game again this year, I guess you'd say. Neither Saban nor Coach Smart seems to be getting a lot of traction for Coach of the Year honors. So certainly I think Drinkwitz has done a great job and seems to be leading that kind of thing. But I just wonder, from your perch, specifically what Georgia's doing. They got a chance to three-peat here after losing 34 players to the draft the past couple of years. What do you think about the job that Kirby's been able to do, and Alabama too?
Well, Kirby Smart is one of a kind, and so is Nick Saban. I mean, they are elite. And so I have great respect for both of them. They're both know how to motivate, know how to recruit, they know how to do everything, know how to coach. To do what Coach Saban's done throughout his career is obviously almost unheard of, and to do what Coach Smart has done is, I mean, he came in there. I remember our first year we went 8-5, and to turn the program to where it is now, where it's I don't know if it's ever been done, is incredible. To keep that consistency, and I consider him a friend of mine, and he obviously and he's outstanding, and nobody will outwork probably either one of those two guys, and to see what's happened with Alabama from the South Florida game and things of that nature to now is no less than a great coaching staff and kids that believe in their staff and a great head coach. So much respect for both of those guys, like I'm sure everybody in the profession has. But some of the things they've both done is certainly just, it's incredible. It's not easy to do. I don't care what the logo is on your helmet. It's just incredibly hard to do, and they've both been outstanding.
Thanks, Coach.
question is from Tom Murphy of the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette.
Hey, Sam, we didn't get real in-depth with you on Monday about FIU, and I'm looking at their offense. It's like a freshman quarterback and maybe a lighter than type normal offensive line. The center's out. I'm just wondering what you see from their offense.
Yeah, wasn't a lot of questions on them. You're right, Tom, and I get it. I really like their quarterback. He's athletic. Now, they've got a thrower behind him. He can spin it. So can the starter, but he is an athletic guy, the young freshman Jenkins. And they've got some fine receivers. They're probably maybe even a little more athletic up front because of their, they're not quite as big as what we've been used to. A lot of reads and runs of quarterback, things of that nature. Certainly well coached. And then defensively, they're multiple. I don't know if they're going to be in a mint front or 4-down front. Probably a little bit of both. I have some linebackers that can really run. I like 97 Nobles, their defensive end, their jack linebacker. I think he can make a lot of plays, and I really like their nose tackle, Jack Daly, number 0. I really like him. I think he's very, very active. He'll be a hard guy to block in there. But Coach McIntyre's done an excellent job turning that program, and we're looking forward to playing them, but we know they're going to play extremely, extremely hard. I think that's what you find mostly on the film, how hard they play.
And then I'm wondering about Kenny Guyton's approach this week. He had such a, celebrated beginning, and then you guys on offense were a little bit more like you'd been the rest of the year. Josh Braun said it was really just a matter of execution. I'm wondering what Kenny's approach has been this week, and if you feel like he can kind of fire it back up offensively.
Oh, yeah, I believe in Kenny. Certainly the execution of it wasn't what it was against Florida, but to me it wasn't the play call. He was trying to keep Auburn off balance and things of that nature. It just, we got physical, we got whipped at every spot. When you say that, I think a lot of people think you're talking about the offensive line. That's not. We didn't make anybody miss, yak yards, a lot of things. But Kenny, obviously I talk to him every day, but then I have personal one-on-one meeting with him every week. He knows exactly what's going on there. And he's doing a wonderful job. And his approach this week is, hey, we got to go win and give us a game plan to be able to do that. And I feel like he's done a wonderful job along with his offensive staff over there of getting a fine game plan ready for FIU.
Next question is from Steve Moulton of WZZN.
Coach, always appreciate the time. Hope you're doing well, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you, Steve.
Wanted to ask in particular about the tackling issues. What in your opinion caused those tackling issues in the Auburn game? In your opinion, Coach?
Yeah. Well, number one, Auburn backs were incredibly physical and did a good job, and their offensive line did a really good job of blocking. The second thing is that tackling has to do a lot with one-on-one. It also has something to do with buddy tackle, people coming around, swarming to the football. We did not do that well last Saturday. So the main problem is in the secondary, we weren't wrapping up. In the linebacker position, our head was going down. We weren't basically tackling what you see because we were seeing the ground. So we certainly have emphasized that this week, but basically it's a wrap-up problem. It's a getting more people to the ball carrier problem, and the closer you get to the ball, it's about seeing what you hit. And so we certainly have worked on that this week. But those are the things that we saw on film that we need to get corrected.
And, Coach, since we're not talking to you next week, what does this senior class mean to you in particular, and most of all KJ? What has he meant to the program, you think, Coach?
Yeah, I mean, the bunch up there, obviously, Brady Latham, Bo Limmer, KJ, Dominique Johnson, a lot of the guys that were here or we brought in, well, those guys were here besides Damo, when I first got the job in the portal transfer world and all those type things for guys to stay with you. And I stood them up in the very first meeting of the year and thanked them, for staying with the program and all those things. The first thing that comes to my mind is loyalty in the day and age where you do, and we go into the portal obviously to get players as well. I'm not saying that it's disloyal, but loyalty of those kids to stay and help us change the program here at Arkansas. And KJ's meant a lot. We've won a lot of games. He's been an MVP the last 2 years in the bowl game, and he's meant a lot. I hope this season would be have been better for him, but we still have 2 games left. Hopefully he can finish on a high note.
Thank you, Coach.
That's all the time for today, Coach. Thank you.
Thank you.